Hello, guys and girls. Welcome to the eighth day of Global Coding Cohort. If there are any new viewers, please go and watch all our previous live streams. Go to the channel and in the live section, you can see all those saved copies of live streams. And the code files that we use in this live session will be available in our GitHub repository. The link to our repository is given in the description of this slide. In one of our previous live, I have told that I will show you some tricks to view the description of any function. Today I will show you that. And just for the sample, I am importing a function, a library, function from library array. Here in VS Code, while you give off, you can see something like this. But at the same time, you lose something, some additional information over VS Code. And how I enabled this in VS Code is by default it will be enabled in your environment, but as I disabled it once, I re-enabled it. The extension that helps for this description is that 5 times. This is the extension that helps us with those descriptions. Uh, Also with information like what a function takes and what output it will return, like whether it will be int or float or what data type it will be. All those information are given by this pylons. And after I re-enabled it, I started seeing these additional information. But still, I find it insufficient because in direct Jupyter notebook, we will get some other information as well. Yeah, here itself you are able to get those information, but in some uh, mixed manner, not in a structured format. Okay, if hover over this function, you can see this. What the description of this function. Okay, and while you give off, how was it? Okay, and here to here to it is not in a very good viewable, readable format. So I will show you another way. Means till yesterday we were working using Jupyter Lab in VS Code, isn't it? Today I will show you how to. We already created a environment called .venv. This is our virtual environment, which we created using VS Code, and we will not create any new environment today. We will use the same environment from our terminal to open Jupyter Notebook directly from the terminal. Okay, so I will show you. So let's get started, no problem. Yeah. That's because the incompatibility between directly notebook and the Jupyter notebook that we see in Visual Code. Okay, because I they created this file in directly from Jupyter notebook. Now let's see how to open it from terminal. So Windows users, you may open command prompt, and now the command which I am now typing is for Windows users. Okay, Windows users, for Windows users, uh, you know where you would have opened a folder for you would have opened a folder for writing these Python files, right? So your environment also will be present there inside that directory. So here in my case, I opened a global coding cohort, a folder, and inside that my .venv environment got created, which we saw in the second day live of global coding cohort. So today also we are going to utilize the same environment, but the command which I am going to type is specifically for Windows users. Windows users, write your path. Here comes your path. This angle brackets and all will not come. Just your path will be there, and you have to use this slash backslash. Then your, in my case, it's a global coding cohort. In your case, whatever directory name which you have given when you created the directory. Okay. You give your folder name. I give my folder name, which is global coding cohort. And then all of us, as we created our environment through VS Code, in in all of our computers, it will be sim.venv. Okay. So then only the folder name changes from this slash to this from this backslash. It will be same for all of us. Okay. And Windows users have to give something like activate. Always use tab after typing ACP. Just press tab so that Windows will auto-complete the file. Okay. If that do not auto-complete, that means the file is not present in that directory where we are trying it to auto-complete. Okay. But that is the meaning. In this case, it will work. If it didn't work, just replace the small a with capital A. Okay. Because as I'm using Linux, I don't know what is the case with Windows, but this is the command which has to be used to activate the environment. Okay. So once you activate, you will see your environment name within uh, a bracket. Okay. So now I hope Windows users noted down. If not, you can pause the video and note it down, or you can go back and note it. Now for Linux and Mac users, it is same for both Linux and Mac users. Okay, source, if I could use source global.venv bin pip activate. I press tab to auto act. So see, you can see from here, and you can see that before I type itself, you can in bin mode you can see the text because I as I used the command before. Kali Linux provides this feature of reminding the commands which we typed previously, not typed, which we executed previously. And in every other Linux, you can just click tab to get it auto completed if that particular name is present in that particular directory. My current working directory is here, this. So in this, I'm having where this directory. That's why it's getting auto completed when I click tab. Okay. So Linux and Mac users start with source global coding cohort dot .venv dot slash. We have to use forward slash. Okay. Windows users backslash. For Linux and Mac users, this is the command. Note it and press enter. Now you can see our environment got activated. So that's why we are able to see that within brackets. Okay. Now, if you want to deactivate the environment, just type deactivate. Press enter. The environment will be deactivated. Okay. Now I again restart the environment, activate the environment. Now we need Jupyter notebook inside. So make sure I already have Jupyter. Okay. As I already have Jupyter, I'm just this is this is the command to. You need not give upgrade. Okay. Just just give pip install Jupyter. If you want to upgrade some already installed package, we can give hyphen upgrade. To install any new package, the command is pip install the package name. Okay. To upgrade any package that which is already installed, we can give hyphen upgrade. As I already have Jupyter, I just upgraded a few minutes back. That's why this command is shown here. As I already have it, nothing is downloaded. It is checking requirement already. It is and it's printing requirement already satisfied. So once we have that, just type Jupyter Notebook. This is common for both Windows, common for all. Not this command is not specific for Windows or Linux. It is common for everyone. It can be Windows or Linux or whatever user. It is, or Windows user, not just this. You will get it displayed in your. No, I think yeah. It will not get. It will not be displayed in your application section, but it will get displayed. Jupyter Notebook will be displayed if you install uh, Anaconda. Okay, and installing Anaconda steps are not out of scope of this cohort. I will explain installing custom Python environment or installing Anaconda, all those steps uh, in data science cohort. If I start it later, this global coding cohort will not be focusing on those steps. We will just focus on basic Python, the normal coding steps. We will not get into any specific field. Okay. So in this scope, we just need Jupyter Notebook installed, and let's get started. Just press enter. It will open it in your default browser. If you do not want that to open it in your default browser, you can always copy this link and paste it in the browser where you want to open it. So in my case, my default browser is some other thing, and I wish to open it in Firefox. So therefore, I will paste that link in Firefox. So here I will paste. So now you can see I can access global coding cohort from here, and you can see all the previous files which we created in Visual Studio Code. And today you we're going to work on this file. You can change its theme to dark. You can just go and search internet and do those procedures. Okay. The feature that I mentioned is this uh, executed. Here also, to execute any cell, shift enter. In Jupyter Notebook or Jupyter Node, shift enter is to execute the particular cell which we have selected. Okay, which is currently selected. To create new cell, you can click this plus, and you can just go to in this, and you can understand how to use it. It is not a rocket science; it's very simple. So the feature which I tried to show you is this. I would not know shown this. There are some difference between the editors and showing this. Okay, you can press Shift Tab, left Shift and Tab, so that this will open. Here you can see things in a more beautiful way, more readable format. So what means what are the arguments it takes? You can read this description clearly in a beautiful way, and the methods that it supports, all those steps, and what it does, what it returns. Okay, all those stuff you can get it from here. All those information you can get it from here. And hereafter we will be using Jupyter Notebook directly for other sessions. Okay. Okay. Yesterday I think we stopped in we stopped in set. I hope you all of you went through the notes that we took and understood all the concepts that we learned till yesterday. If you need, I can once again reverse it roughly. So we saw set yesterday. We can also create a set using this function. So that yesterday we learned that it will not keep any duplicate, isn't it? So let's try giving a duplicate today and test it. You can see the set is just having only one. Means it will remove the duplicate elements. It will just have one element one time. So we saw yesterday union. Uh, we saw union, difference, intersection, and I will show you. I will explain that to you from Venn diagram which we used, which we learned in our school days in maths. Let's consider two circles. Sorry for the shape. Just adjust it. Okay. Let's consider this is A and this B. If we union all the elements that are present in both set A and B. Let's consider this is set 1, set A, and this is set B. While we do union operation, all the elements that are present in set 1, set A and B will be joined together and it will together become a single set. A union B. Okay. Example. Example of a set of A 1, 2, B equal to 3. I initialize the set A and B. Now let's do union operation. To get autocomplete in VS Code, you need not press tab, but in Jupyter Notebook, you have to press tab so that it will show you all the options that you get over there. So we just need union. Even after you type U, you can click tab. It will show you all the words that start with U. While you use it, you will automatically know all these steps. So A union B. So it returned the union of A and B. It will not save. So if you want to save it in a variable, let it be A or B in a new variable, you can. You can also save that in the same A, but here, for instance, we are just using new set or union set. Name it as union set. Okay. Now let's see the difference. How A is different from how A is different from B. We are not checking is there any difference. We are checking how A is different from B. Okay. We are checking how A is different from B. We are not checking. Please note, we are not checking how they are different or is there any difference. Not checking is there any difference or not checking are they same or different. But we check how A is different from B. Understood the difference? The meaning that we see, this convey a different meaning when we are doing this. It has a different meaning. To understand that difference, B. So how is 2? 1 is present there in B, but 2 is not present in B. So therefore, we got 2 returned. Why we just got 2? A do not have 3, A do not have 4, but it has returned only 2. Why? Because this address A dot difference be addressed only this question. Got it? And not this. Okay? Not this. Okay? Got it? If we check difference from V dot difference, now we will get that 3 and 4 because B has 3 but A do not have, B has 4, A do not have, but whereas B has 1, A also have 1. So how is B different from A? Because it has 3 and 4. So therefore B is different from A in this way. Got it? Now let's see the intersection. I'm repeating this because yesterday I taught this in the last few minutes. Take notes along with me so that you can remember things in a more efficient way. Already I am teaching you things in a very simple and short way. So listen to each and every word that I spell. Now let's see intersection. Let's have the same A and B. Okay, we need not reinitialize. Let's use the same. Okay, this A and B. It is already initialized, isn't it? Intersection. Intersection will take the common elements which are present in both. So 1 is present in both. That's why we got 1. To represent that pictorially, I have selected this. Let's say. What is the common area? Assume this as A and this as B. What is common between these two circles? This area is common. It's a pictorial explanation of intersection. Okay, intersection. Got it? So now let's move to next concept. Array. Let's make this markdown. List can also hold the numbers, integers, floats. Then why do we need array? Because array are organized for numerical computation. So we can use array in two different forms. I will show it to you. First, the first method. One way we can import array, and here we have to specify. I'm creating a variable from array. Okay, using this function, we have to first specify what data type. How do we know I belong to how do we know if we are going to give integer? How do we know that integer means I? I means integer. How do we know that? That is what is given in this description. Just click over here, press Shift Tab. You can get the description of this function. So from here, what can we info? What we can see? What can we see? Signed integer. Its minimum size is 2 bytes. We get this much detail. After we are giving integer, we pass I over here and give few integers over there. Now to display that. Now we have array of integers. If we want to access, we can just add. We can do all those steps that we learned indexing, while we learned indexing and slicing concept. Okay, the same applies to array as well. Only thing is, array will store these values belonging to the same data type in the continuous memory location, so that computation will be made more efficiently and fast, quickly. So that's why we use the array. And array is mutable. So if you want to change the first element 1 to something else, you can do something like this. Now you can see the element present, the first element 1 is replaced with 10. We used index over here and changed the element. Okay, but here uh, I'll introduce a new structure called matrix. That is not a built-in data structure. Matrix, like we want when if we have a scenario to use do some matrix operation, you can use array, and not this array. This array here we cannot create a matrix. We can just only create one dimensional array. One dimension means something like this. One dimension. Matrix means it will be like this. Matrix. For example, if I am creating 2 by 2 matrix, 2 by 2, this is by, okay. I will say it as by, okay. 2 by 2 matrix. This means it has 2 rows. Two, sorry. If I want to create 2 by 2 matrix, then there will be 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, think this is the row and this is column. So we will have something like this. The value present in first place will be represented as 0, 0. Index starts with 0, isn't it? We can say it as 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. But in programming, index starts in 0. So that's why while learning itself, we will name it as 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. This means 0th, 0th row, 0th column. First row, first column. Second row, second column. As index starts from 0, we are start while learning matrix in the beginning itself, we are giving 0, 0, 0, 1 way. Okay. So 0th column. 0th column means, sorry, 0th row. 0th row means first row, first column. So this is the first row, isn't it? This is the first row. So this is the first row of this matrix, isn't it? First column means then this is the first column. This is the first column. So first row, first column means what is the element that is present in first row, first column? The element that is present over here. And we will address it as 0, 0. So first row means 0. 0th row, 0th column. 0th row, first 0th row, first column. Why first column? Because in index we say name it as 0, 1, 2. That's why. In normal way, this is second column. But if we say it in index form, index way of saying this, we will name it as first 0, first, second. In general way, this is second. But as we are telling it in index wise, this is first. 0th row, first column. Sorry. So okay, I will show you one by one matrix. One by one matrix means one by one matrix. That means it will have one row and one column. One row, one column. Got it? What about 1 into 2? 1 by 2 matrix. That means one row and two columns. That means 1, 2. Got it? One row and two columns. We have two columns, isn't it? And one row columns. Got it? If we give a 2 into 3 matrix, sorry, not into 2 by 3 matrix. Into means the meaning getting changed. That's why. But we will use this symbol. That's all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One row number, first row, second row, first column, second column, third column. So we have two rows, three columns. Got it? So what is its index representation? This is the value present in first row, first column. What is its index representation? Index representation is this. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. 1, 0, 1, 2. And for the next third one, 2, 0, when I leave the gap, we just try to say what comes there. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 3. If you said it right, you are right. That means you understood this concept. If not, see it once again, compare it, and understand it well. And later on, we'll be using this in various exercises. We'll be using this concept, and at that time, I'll be re-explaining it once again so that you will get it clear. Okay. So, as this particular array do not support multi-dimension array, multi-dimension means this is what is 2 into 3, 1 into 2. These are multi-dimension, right? Sorry, 1 into 2 is okay, so that's fine. But 2 into 1 or 3 into 1. Okay, let's let's uh, let's see one more type. 2 by 1. 2 by 1 means it will have one column and two rows. 1, 2. Got it? Here, how the representation will be. Index-wise representation will be something like this: 0, 0th row, first row. That's all. 0, 0, 1, 0. Got it? So, as this array do not support multi-dimensional array, if you need multi-dimensional array, we will use array from NumPy, a package or library called NumPy. You can install this from using it. Just before we saw how to install Jupyter Resume. Similarly, the syntax of it is pip install package name. Okay. So here to install NumPy, we can type pip install NumPy. Got it? I'm going to do it in my environment. By default, I think it will be there. If not, you can install. Okay. Let me try to import. It is there already. So import NumPy as NP. What does this mean? See here, I imported this array like this. So as I imported array as array, I have to call wherever I want to call array, I have to use this full name. Okay. So that's why I have used array. If I used as ARR or AR, whatever, any custom name, then it is enough to just call AR in this place. Okay. So I directly imported its full name, import it as array, and using it as array. But instead, in NumPy, as this is a standard format form of importing NumPy because wherever we import NumPy, there will be a lot of computation that will, where we have to use NumPy dot that function, specific function. So therefore, we to keep the code visually to keep it simple, by default, uh, we import this as import NumPy as NP. So hereafter, after importing NumPy as NP, hereafter wherever we see NP, this NumPy will be there. So if we click, if we click tab, we can see all the functions that we get over there. One more point, as we are uh, passing integer, here we cannot give a string over there. We will return error. If we specify integer, then we should give only integer. But this is not the case with it is but this is not the case with now np.array. It will take anything at the same time, like list or any other only data structure before in our live session. Okay, so like list, we can also to pass variables to it. Use we can pass the values in list. Okay, just to show you an example that it will take anything and passing these values of different data type. Okay, just for an example. But mainly when we use NumPy, it is optimized for numerical operations. Okay, because as we are, as the concept of array, in the concept of array by default we will be giving values that belongs to same data type, and that those values belong to same data type will be placed in RAM in a continuous memory location, so that it will be so that this function can do its operation more efficient and quickly than other data structures. So now let's create a temporary variable array. So here we can use temp array. Dot array one comma or that will be there. So the concept which we learned during list, the same indexing and slicing can also be applied here. Okay, but the difference is if you want to append a new thing, till till in till previous session we saw wherever we want to insert or do something, some operation, we will directly call the exact variable, isn't it? But here we cannot do something like that. That means we cannot do something like this because it do not have a function called append. Instead, we have to use np.append function that is present in untype and pass it over here. Pass our array variable here and then the value which we have to append. Got it? If the syntax is something like this, I get here. np.append array and then value. Got it? And then value. This is a syntax. So now what happens is it will not save in list. We saw if we give list dot append of a value, it will append and it save in that particular list variable, isn't it? But here it will not happen. See here it will not save the change. Instead, it has returned the updated list. So if you want to save the change, then we have to give the temp array equal to. We have to assign the newly updated array that we get it from this function. Got it? As you already know the concept of append, I am just directly showing it what the difference is. Other thing, all other operations you can just do it like how we learned it in previous sessions. I'm showing only those changes where we have to focus particularly. Okay. While you do exercises, just try with different use cases and try with different numbers and try to do the same thing in different ways. After we learn for loop, we will try n number of things like this. For the same task, we'll be able to do that. We can able to achieve that same task in different ways, either through writing a core code or by just by using a pre-built function, which is preferred for a faster execution. Is wherever you can we can use a pre-built function, we should use that there. Okay. When you write an application, wherever you can use pre-built function or a library or a function from a library, you should utilize that so that the code will, because the code that are written in the library is already optimized. You need not sit there and optimize any code. But if you write a core code, that means if you write, for example, just assume that we are appending a value to this array using this function. Just assume a situation that you are sitting down and writing a function to append like this, then you will write different concepts and different people write achieve the same task in different ways. I will explain there will be different type of different complexities involved. I will explain you what is time complexity, space complexity in later sessions. But just for this instance, that different people write different things different, so that the time that it takes to achieve that task will differ. Also, there are high chances that we end up doing the task. We may sometimes achieve the task, but it might take more time than the so wherever we get a chance to use the table function or a function from any library, we should use it, because the developer who wrote those library or table function has already optimized the code that is which is written in that function. Okay, so let's try a slicing here. You can see something like this. Okay, till now, do anyone have any doubt? So 854. If anyone have any doubt, I will start a Telegram meeting. You can directly talk to me and I will clear all your doubts. If anyone have any doubts, please say yes in the comments. I think the things that we learned today is clear to all of you. Okay, that's it for today. The rest of things we will cover it tomorrow. And then, bye bye.